Monthly utility bills are steadily increasing, placing a consistent financial burden on households that rely on the aging electrical grid. This chart illustrates the problem. While grid costs climb over time, the standard alternative, solar power, requires an immediate upfront cost of $15,000 or more just to get started. For most families, that five-figure price tag acts as a permanent gatekeeper, making true energy independence a luxury they simply cannot afford. This means traditional green energy isn't necessarily relieving financial pressure. It is often just changing which entity receives your monthly payment. However, a controversial grassroots movement is now pointing toward a different path, one that claims to avoid those high entry costs entirely. This alternative centers on a suppressed ancient energy discovery. Claims suggest the technology was so disruptive, it resulted in the death of its inventor and a subsequent government cover-up. Despite these alleged attempts to keep the technology hidden, an anonymous author has recently released the full blueprints for the device to the public. This leak forces us to consider a difficult possibility, that the technology required to leave the grid has been available for years, but was intentionally kept out of reach. The system described in these blueprints is known as the power grid generator. The device operates on a specific mechanical principle, using magnetic forces to maintain a permanent state of imbalance. It utilizes a stationary outer stator and a spinning inner rotor. This positioning continuously concentrates the energy flow in one direction as it turns. The result is a self-sustaining device that generates power with zero maintenance, a mechanism that researchers claim achieves almost perpetual motion. By utilizing magnetic imbalance rather than relying on solar panels or wind turbines, this device offers a different way for a household to generate its own electricity. Moving to practical application, the blueprints are designed for homeowners to build the generator themselves. The construction requires very little physical labor, making it accessible to builders regardless of their age or previous experience with engineering. One user, a 65-year-old librarian, reported that she was able to complete the build using only the step-by-step video instructions provided in the guide. Similarly, a retired mechanic documented his build process, finding he could source all the necessary materials at a local hardware store for under $108. The disruption here isn't just the physics, it's the fact that a working power system can be assembled for the price of a grocery trip rather than a $15,000 solar installation. Once the system is running, the goal is to reach a state of self-sustaining energy independence, effectively leaving the traditional power grid behind. For many users, this leads to a complete shift in their relationship with utility companies, as they stop paying for power and begin receiving payments for the surplus energy they generate. Builders should keep in mind that this is an experimental home modification, so it is necessary to check with local authorities regarding any municipal codes or restrictions that might apply. Despite those bureaucratic steps, the ability to generate your own power completely changes the financial dynamic between the homeowner and the utility provider. The release of these blueprints has generated significant interest, with the system now backed by more than 50,000 user reviews. To ensure builders feel confident, the author provides a 60-day, no-questions-asked money-back guarantee through the secure ClickBank platform. Urgent to take direct control of your household's energy costs and end your reliance on the grid. If you are ready to see these blueprints for yourself and begin the process of eliminating your monthly power bills, click the link in the first comment below to learn more.